How we doing, chat? Feeling good? We got Big E jumping on for this watch along too. We're trying a little double remote. Gotta get him on. I like Tiff's score prediction there. Give me a 2-0 first period for the Avs. I would like that.
Is it on? Do I see the chat? Is it the same chat?
Yeah, it's the same as normal. It's just nobody said anything since we've gone live yet.
Oh, gotcha.
The question of the day: coldest city you've been in?
Winnipeg, without a doubt.
Okay, that's the
There's
obvious.
no
So
way.
second coldest, because everyone says Winnipeg.
Oh my god! Like I remember, like I was dying. Like I was like, oh my god, what is this? um, Let me think. Growing up, Montreal used to get cold, man. Oh my god. But again, Calgary, Edmonton, right now this time of year, like Randy said it, like it's -15, -20. Like, oh, those are tough days, man. That is tough.
I mean, you've told me some pretty cold sounding stories from the east coast of Canada.
Oh my God! I've been in the above Newfoundland. What was that? Like Northwest Territory. God, I gotta look in the map. I went there. Oh my God, Labrador. Oh my God. Like yeah, that was cold. That was cold. Oh man, that was bad. Um, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Minnesota gets cold sometimes. I mean, obviously, I was shocked
Definitely,
last year. There was
definitely.
no snow. You know, I was there in the winter.
Yeah.
There was no snow. I was like, what the hell's going on? Yeah,
Yep.
we'll go from there.
Oh, I always forget it's a double anthem. Oh well.
Any
Oh, that's right.
surprises from that athletic article? The player survey or whatever?
Oh no, I was not surprised.
Plus, at the end of the day, you can write whatever you want. Like, I mean, honestly, it's
Ah,
anonymous. Like, you know.
they interviewed a guy with one NHL game. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's like, and it's all subject to like one guy said don't want to play for Rob Brindamore, but you know, so he gets a vote. But when you really look into it, it's because he's in better shape than he is. You know what I mean? So it's not because he's
Yeah.
a bad guy or whatever. You know what I mean?
I mean, and who maybe the guy has some specific thing like he doesn't want to play for Rod Brindamore because he hated Carolina growing up or something like,
Yeah, exactly.
whatever. $5 from Jake, who says, I worked up in none of it. It was -40 Fahrenheit, colder than it ever gets here in New Brunswick.
Yes, that's right.
By the way, -40 is where Fahrenheit and Celsius meet. So you can just say -40. It's correct in both. As the puck is down here, we're playing some
Logan
hockey.
O'Connor, Calgary native too.
Him and Kale.
Logan O'Connor. Yeah, I forgot about it. Oh God! Am I sorry? Am I behind you guys right now?
Yeah, you're a couple
What are you
seconds
at right
behind.
now? What a
It's
save
at a
by Dustin
whistle.
Wolf.
That was.
Come on, Parker Kelly.
Yeah, is that a good save or does Kelly just shoot that into him? I don't know.
Both. Ah, that's a good save. God, he's a good goalie. Man.
You love him, man. You love him.
Oh man, I loved him. I saw him at U16, LA Junior Kings. Yeah, he's a San Jose boy. And moved to LA to play at U16, I think. And yeah, I saw him there, and obviously went in the dub. And God, fun little seventh round pick there. Wow.
I mean, I don't know that Brock Nelson closes any gaps for you. He probably walks after a rental this year, but O'Reilly has another year on that deal if you're looking for a gap center.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, God.
I mean, if you want to hear more about those options, go listen to yesterday's podcast.
Yeah. And sorry, I'm like a couple seconds behind you guys.
Yeah, we're just gonna play it by ear. Eric's going to have to deal with me yelling and screaming about stuff before.
It's okay. If this freaking start and stoppage bullshit, God, the clock won't even be synced up, so don't even worry about it.
It's that kind of a day. Looks like Tiff might be behind me too, though.
Oh, you know what? I'm at like. Is your clock right now?
It's right to me.
Tell me you're clocky right now.
17, 16, 15.
You're like exactly 10 seconds behind me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right.
And Tiff is in between us. Tiff has split the difference perfectly. Nate just walking in.
Streaming.
Not a great shot. Yeah.
He had a stick on it. Somebody put a stick on him.
It is 2 years. You're right, DJ. My bad.
Who, Ryan?
Yeah.
My son? Yes.
Yeah, your third son?
Yeah. The fourth kid, third son. Okay.
All right. Like the pop, though. There was good offensive energy the first minute there. This defensive shift has not been great. As I'll translate Eric's scream there. And the Avs take a penalty.
They do?
They sure do.
Woody again?
Was it Woody or G? I couldn't tell.
Really? Gee, that's not... I mean, I didn't see anything there.
I didn't either, but let's see if they give us a replay. Hook.
Give it to him, G. Give it to him, G!
I mean, I guess his stick is in there. There's not a whole lot of hooking going on, but whatever. Call it that way all game, and we're good.
But his stick is it's caught in there.
Yeah, he clamped
that's
on
a good
it,
play by
as
Uber,
they do
though.
always. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good play by Uber, though. That's called being a hockey player. But you don't need to call it. All right, well, kill it. 2 Calgary boys. Where's Taze from? Toronto. Is it Toronto, Boise?
Ontario somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Parker Kelly. He's a Westerner, isn't he, Parker Kelly?
I have no idea where Kelly's from, actually. Let's see.
I want to say he's a Westerner.
Camrose, Alberta.
There you go. Give it to him. He's local. That's closer to Edmonton, I think, right? I mean, I'm not too familiar.
I don't know where Camrose is. I have no idea.
Cities. Yeah. I'd like to tell you. I should know, but
actually, Taze. Well, I don't know. Taze was born in BC. I don't know where he grew up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't he from Abbotsford?
Or at least that's where he was born.
Yeah. I like Uyghur, good player.
I love Mackenzie Uyghur, dude.
Yeah, it looks like he's always ready to play. I like him.
Not quite as good, but like a poor man's version of Taves in a lot of ways.
Yeah, righty. You know what I mean? Compared to Taves, but yeah, he plays those heavy minutes.
Just like very well-rounded, super sound defensively.
Teams.
No, that hit the glass, didn't it? Not. That's a tough penalty, Calvin, if that didn't hit the glass, buddy.
Oh, I don't think it did because I was listening to you.
I mean, the refs very quickly were saying.
No, it's straight up. Oh, boy. That's a tough way to start on the road.
Yeah.
Man.
And he got 2 defensemen in the box, too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Do we put Drury here? Win the draw.
Got to kill a full minute. Nah, they go with LOC. Oh, wow. Kadri getting kicked out of a face-off circle. Never seen that before.
Oh, Nas. He was going at it with Anderson on the bench last game. It was hilarious.
Was he?
Oh, yeah. Well, they were going hard at it, too. Brass is like, same thing. He doesn't take any crap.
Big save, please.
With an S. Saves.
Yeah. I mean, you need a freeze is what you really need.
Well, give
Give
him
me a
that shot there.
give me a freeze. You can try Drury on a face-off if you get one, or you can just get scored on. I mean, that's just, you can't do that to yourself.
Yeah, it's just not the right way to start a game. You know?
Yep. For a dude who's been struggling to get into the lineup, justified or not, taking that delay of game penalty is a real quick ticket back to the press box for Calvin DeHaan.
Can't see it.
Yeah.
5-on-3, you got to respect both sides. You got to respect both sides of the net, so you can't really come out much, and then it's a perfect shot.
There's nothing you can do. You have to
No.
not take that penalty. That's how you stop that problem. The actual PK,
No,
you're
no,
just
no.
hoping to get lucky. Like, that's it.
Or the guy shoots wide and shoots on the post or whatever, you know. But that's wow. But again, that's when you go back to that, you know, G penalty. Come on. Again, the standards are set now, so we'll see.
Yeah, as
Because
long
that
as they
stick gets
calling it that
caught.
way.
That's what I mean. Like it gets caught. I mean, it's gonna get caught in someone's.
Yep. It happens all the time.
That should be goalie interference there. Actually,
It was, for sure.
Coleman just went right into him.
Yep.
I mean, that's more a penalty than G's penalty, you know.
As much of one, at least. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's just. I mean, that's why I hate those soft calls. G's giving it to him already. Still. You can't fault him. It's not even G's fault. Like your stick gets caught. Like it's there. And the guy grabs it. There's nothing you can do.
Right. It's
And the more you start pulling, the more it looks like a hook. So you're not pulling. You're just going like, you know.
Yeah.
God, I hate that. 5-on-3, 2.5 minutes into the game. You're like,
your first two shifts were good too. You generated two decent chances on your first two shifts.
I know.
Then you get a call against you that's maybe a little soft, and then you just shoot yourself in the foot with that delay game.
No, nobody gets into the rhythm because you're killing penalties for a few minutes, and then you're chasing the game.
Yep.
Come on, LOC. It's offside.
Okay, he killed the second half of it at least. Now bear down here. You got to find a way to get this one back, play some quality hockey here.
I like this guy.
Who is this guy?
Coronado. Matt
Coronado? Yeah.
I like him. Harvard boy.
I want nothing to do with Marchand, to be honest. Wow, he airmailed that one, huh? All right, you somehow ended up with this possession, and you threw it out. Okay, this is meh.
That puck is bouncing like ping pong balls, man. Did you see that? Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, it's a squirrely one.
Right in the chest. Come on.
Yeah, that was pretty lazy back check from McKinnon there. Gets away with it, but
oh yeah, that would have been bad.
Oof, his crossbar.
Oh. Oh yeah. Dead on crossbar. Yeah, that's a far patch shot. Come on, Lucky.
All right. Let's see if they can step up in the next 5. Well, that's a gift.
Yeah. That's a bad dump. God. Well, we'll take it.
And no, you won't.
What was that? You got to make
Yeah.
plays there, buddy. Come on. That looked like you on a beer league game there. Come on.
It did. That looked like people just throwing it to spots, man.
No, you got to make a better play than that.
Agreed.
Wow.
They're not doing what you said in the pregame. It's way too easy for Calgary right now.
Well, Shilly's on the wrong team there. He gave it to his old friend. Man, oh man. Oh boy. All right. You're giving it to the red jerseys, buddy. You're with the white jerseys. This dude is massive. Klep, whatever his name is. He's massive.
There's a lot of massive dudes in this league.
No, Klepka, whatever, 43 there. Whatever you say his name. Oh.
Freeze it.
Nope.
Too easy. It's way too easy for Calgary right now.
Oh, boy. Way too easy, actually. Ooby dooby dooby doo.
I'll be right back.
All right. Same with me. I'm going to run up and grab a coffee there in my bucket there. Let me go upstairs. Grab something.
Excuse me. I mean, he's made all the stops but one, and that one was on a 5-on-3. So even if the rebound control looks a little loose, he's doing okay. Ooh. I mean, a lot of way left to go in this game. The Avs could wake up at any moment, but certainly the last 6-7 minutes have been not great. I mean,
just water.
DeHaan was pretty likely to be gone after this season either way. So it was a good breakout first, and then Colton just puts it right on their tape, man.
Yikes.
Now you have another D-zone turnover. All right, the execution ain't there, so you got to start mucking it up, Avs. Let's go. Work hard. Okay, you can't even dump it in correctly. Yikes, man.
Oh, this is ugly, man.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, listen, this is not. This is an easy play. This is an easy soft chip laid into it where a guy skates 100 miles an hour, number 28 would go grab it. Like, you got to start cycling pucks. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you got 3 assists in 40 games. Like, there's a reason for that. I'm sorry. There's a reason for that.
You're not wrong.
And I like Ross. I'm saying, but at some point, like right there, like let's just stop. Like, what are we doing here? It's an easy. You want to talk about execution? It's an easy dump. Like, it's an easy soft dump. Skate into it. Like, go cycle the puck. You might have to work, and it's ugly, and it's not fun. But man, oh man, like, you gotta. This is gonna
You
be
got to
tough, man.
figure out something.
Dustin Wolf is like, I know last game he had a tough game, but I'll tell you, besides that game, he's given up 2-2-2-2-1. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to freaking fight for it here.
The Avs are really good at scoring 2 or 1 when they lose.
There you go. Make a play. Not bad. Yikes, this is ugly. I think they've had 7 turnovers. You know what I mean? 8 turnovers in like 10 minutes.
Their puck management, especially when they're trying to exit the D zone, has been awful.
But like 10 seconds in, that's why you got to bury it. You know what I mean? Like, nice play
Yep.
from Oshie.
And that chance just ain't that dangerous. He's in too tight. Not much you can do with it there. Excuse me.
Like tonight, Sam Malinsky, I'm sorry, but that's a big game for you. You know what I mean? You got trade deadline coming up. Like,
Yeah.
Manson's out. Like, you can't have one of those games. You got to have one of those elevate game. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big game for you.
You just got walked to the moon, but
God. Yikes.
Yeah.
As I'm saying, like,
it's a big game for him.
that looked like a walk in the park for Nas. And then he shot in the chest, but
How are they old pals? What? They never played together. They got traded for each other.
Who's that?
Barry and Nas.
There's a Lamborghini.
I mean, Nas is a really good player. He's just not an efficient player at $8 million. The Avs can't afford that much as their 2C.
Oh, Mackenzie, you got to freeze that. That's a penalty. Or is that a puck? But I thought he cross-checked the Avs dude. Hey, honestly, I don't know how many turnovers they've had. I honestly, like, where the puck lands on the other team's stick, like, it's at least 10 times. It's as ugly as the 10 minutes as you've seen. Like, it's ugly.
Yeah, the first minute of the game wasn't ugly. The next 10 had been nothing but blech for the Avs.
Not good. Bob.
Bad time for us, good time for everybody else. We just dropped a new shirt, so I'll drop the link in the chat. Go check it out. I'll throw it up on the screen once I have a thing. But yeah, new shirts. Yay.
Go get cool new shirts. These shirts are probably way more interesting than this hockey game. So at least we got that going for it.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said the shirts are way more interesting than this hockey game so far.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Fucking McDonald's.
What about McDonald's?
That was the commercial, and that's the one I got.
No, I wasn't even looking. I don't know what the commercials were. When is because did they score in the third against Philly?
Who?
The Avs.
Oh.
Let me see. As they turn over the puck in the D zone again. They did. They did not. They scored in the second. So they've gone 95 minutes without a goal now.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting up there.
Again, when I'm grimy, like in order to grimy it up, like you gotta cycle it, you gotta go get it. You don't just it isn't just you get to the front, you know what I mean? Like in a second, and then it's like it's there. It doesn't work that way. I just don't see any cycles from those guys, and that's where I was kind of saying the other day. Remember, I was like bottom six. Like, come on, man! Like you gotta have some sustained pressure. You get down low. You stick your butt out. You know what I mean. You cycle. You cut. You just
sure.
Whatever you call that. You
the reality
puck.
is there hasn't been much at all. It's been a couple of one and done chances, and that's it. Virtually
right
no
there. There you go.
sustained zone time.
18's doing it, and then 20 loses the puck.
And you don't go get the rebound, and it's out of the zone, and your shift is over.
Yeah.
We ship worldwide, correct?
I
would assume
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. Especially with our new fancy warehouse.
Probably costs a lot, but I do think we ship. Another defensive blue line turnover for Dahan, man. He is not having a good game. And then Parsonen throws it out of the zone. Okay. I mean, this is awful.
Oh, my God. Like, I've always said, that's a choice. It's like your attitude. That's a choice. Hard work, that's a choice. But for me, to go cycle the puck, like, it's a choice. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's not pretty. It's a lot of work, and it's dirty. Oh, boy. At some point, you got to go and do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, let's stop trying to make a play at the blue line and throwing the puck backwards. And, I mean, come on. Boy, that was a tough play by Casey there. Oof. That's one thing not to produce. It's another thing to make those plays. Right? I mean.
Yeah. Execution, some nights you're fighting it, but hard work, you could do that every night, right? Like.
No, yeah. It's a choice you make. It's the only choice you can make. It's the only thing you can control is how hard you work. Because the rest, like, the coach doesn't play you, the referee has a bad call, ice is bad. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The only thing you can control is how hard you work. And that was offside, no?
I might have been. I'll say this, though. At least Blackwood is keeping you in it again.
Yeah. He just got smoked by Nas.
Yeah. Smoked his own guy.
this guy can fly.
Find a play here. Come on.
There's nothing out there.
All right, create some space. You get some zone time here. Can you create something out of it now? I mean, that was at least a harder working shift. There's something to build off of.
Absolutely. And it's going to be tough, as you can see. Like, you had the puck there for a minute, whatever it was. You didn't really create anything, and that's why it's going to be tough. So you got to bear down. You got to keep doing it. That could have been a hit from, interference.
Could have called it boarding.
Something.
It was maybe a touch too far from the boards, but it was close. Boy, Calvin just can't make a play.
Yikes.
Oh, and they're going to call that a penalty on it? Oh, my goodness.
Is that the same thing? The stick got caught again. Same thing. It's the same thing.
I think he tried a stick lift on it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on there. He definitely got him on the hands.
I know, a smart play by Kadri, though. God damn it. I mean, come on, Abs. They're calling that. So you do the same thing. As soon as you see, that's not cheating. That's not being cheap. As soon as you feel something, you can do the same thing. You squeeze your armpits, and then the stick gets caught. Then you go and you throw your other hand like this. It's not hard. Like, I'm not blaming Kadri for that. I'd do the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying you can do it. It's called being a hockey player. Get involved in the game. Like, let's go. Move your feet. Let's go. Do something. That's why you're getting calls.
I believe there is a roster freeze during the break, yes.
Yeah.
He didn't have to draw anything there. Drury just got him right in the hands. Like,
No, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it's not a penalty. I'm saying I agree. I agree it's a penalty. It's just.
No, I mean, that Kale holding the stick call was the worst call I've seen in years, possibly. And like, obviously the Avs went on to win that game. Puck didn't lie, but that call was insane.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to need Blackwood here. Home Depot.
Did he say there's no trade freeze? Interesting. I thought there was. I mean, it's weird, right? Because teams can't convene. Like, you can't practice. You can't get together. So I just assumed there was a trade freeze.
Yeah. But... No, I know. I'm seeing that there's no trade freeze, yeah. There's no roster freeze. You might, I mean, I don't know. You might see a trade being done here and there, but then maybe you'll wait till you get, I don't know. Well, you know what? I've been traded many times, maybe that's, you want to get traded during something like this because you got nothing for a few days.
You got some time to get settled. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You know what? I take it back. Yeah, trade me. Trade me right and now, like in Slapshot. You know what I mean? Like, I would. Like, you know what? If you want to get traded, that's the time to get traded. Yeah.
Anyone trying to say who won the trade we're 6 games into it now. Come on.
God. First of all, it's not a trade. You're right away. You don't want to make the trade, so you have no choice. So whenever that happens, it's tough to judge a trade. People are judging like JT Miller's trade. Like, how are you judging that? Like, the guy, there was a problem, so you're never going to get full return. Mikko was UFA.
If you're trying to judge the Mikko trade before the Stanley Cup gets raised, you can't.
No. Look at Rass. Who's Rass's agent?
I don't know.
Rasmus Anderson's agent.
I'm sure it sounds like you know. Walsh.
It's an Avalanche pod. Come on.
I get. Who? Oh, it's Pepe?
Pepe, yeah.
I would never have guessed that in a million years.
Yeah. Good old Claude. My man. Mario Ferraro scouting report. Big Caesar salad.
Shillington almost made something happen there, but puck was just getting fumbled.
That puck, I'm telling you, is it because it's minus like a gazillion outside?
Maybe. Just too hard. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unreal. Like earlier, it was amazing. It was like ping, ping, ping. It was like a ping pong. Wow, they've lost the puck to the red jerseys like a gazillion times. Mac didn't want to put a stick there or what? Like the puck was right in front of him.
I mean, the Avs won 2 of their last 3 games in shutouts. Like, let's not overreact to, the Avs have done this, that, or the other thing. Like, obviously, they didn't score any goals the other night, and it was a bad game, but it's to make overarching reactions to the stretch of the last 3 games is crazy. And I know they lost a handful of games before that, too, but you felt like they played pretty well through some of those games, even if they still lost. And like, yeah, this game they've gotten outworked so far. They've gotten outplayed so far. This game has not been good, but there's also 2 full periods left.
No, exactly. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, it can't get, and for me, it can't get any worse. You know what I mean? So, besides the scoreboard, but you know what I mean? Like, they're going to come out, have a better effort or better something, better. Again, we talked about it. You're not getting the momentum. Go get the momentum. What are you waiting for? When you don't score goals, you don't produce offensively. How are you not producing some momentum, some stuff going on? Like, you can't just play and blend in. You can't. Then you cross your fingers. You hope, like you said, Mac makes an all-star play or Kale makes an all-star play, and then it's 1-1. You got to create stuff. When you're a bottom 6 guy, you got to make – oh, God, that was – Malinsky almost threw that one out. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was bouncing on him so bad. Like –
and again, I know the puck bouncing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's for both teams. I'm not blaming like Avs.
No, I know.
Bouncing. Oh my God, what are we doing here? I mean, honestly, we can't make a play.
They are not doing much in the offensive zone for sure. 1 pass too many, maybe for Kale there. And then you had who's that Marty fan on it? Yeah.
Shoot. I think Dustin Wolf got hurt there in the corner, guys.
It's an interesting conversation, Kyle, and I've talked about this a lot in my reviews and in post-game shows. When the Avs win, they're regularly scoring 5 or 6. It's when they lose, they only score 1, 2, 0. So they're fully capable of scoring a lot. It's just they can't play an average scoring game. They either struggle to score or they score a ton. They can't get to 3.
Like he's shooting in the belly tonight. Holy cow.
Mac handles that on the forehand side. It's a really dangerous chance. Instead, he has to take it on the backhand, and he's got nowhere to go with it, really.
Sometimes when you're going on like 5 periods without a goal, right? It's just like, I don't care. Throw Drew in up top. Switch him with Lecky. You know what I mean? I don't know. Do
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? Move your feet.
Someone has to shoot the puck eventually. Oh my God, Sam Malinsky. Miracles can happen.
Oh, bad goal by Dustin. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Unless it was tipped. Did it hit something on the way in?
I don't know. But you know what? It all started in the defensive end. Great breakout by Sam. Moved his feet behind the net. Hits the
All
target.
of this was good.
And it's 28 seconds. That's a no
Oh,
tiff.
yeah,
Write it
no.
down.
I think that's clean.
Is it clean? I think he's just leaning on
Yeah,
the right
he
side.
just
Don't ask
he
me
just
why.
picks the
I
corner.
think
He
got
just
caught
picks the
Lee.
corner.
Yeah, he got caught.
Yep.
He got caught. Lee.
He cheats just a little
It's-
bit, and Malinsky put it perfectly in the corner.
Ubi was pissed at himself too.
Yep.
Because it don't be the goalie, right? If you're gonna do that, block it or get out of the way.
Calgary's challenging,
Great.
it looks like.
Oh God! Don't tell me offside.
Looks like offside, which if they're challenging,
It
it's probably
sucks.
offside, and I hate everything.
I hate everything about it. If it's offside.
Let's see. Oh, way off. It's not even fucking close.
Oh God. God, remember the pregame execute? Remember we talked about that? We're like little things, execute the little things right, you know? That's not executing. That's just like, oh,
I mean, he's
poor guy.
2 feet offside. It's not even remotely close.
Poor Malinsky. God. Yeah, that's not even close.
I mean, that's...
Oh, come on.
This shit can't keep happening to the Evs. There's been so many plays like this where it's supposed to be a big get you back into the game play and it comes off the board. At least this
seconds,
one,
buddy.
at least this one, you can't like say it's anyone's fault but theirs. But this is getting old, man. It's getting old.
Yeah, that's their fault. They're just making sure like it wasn't brought back. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, obviously he's offside, but they're making sure that, that is a huge play in the game. Oh, God. It can get any worse. Everything's wrong this period. Like, feel bad for Sam, by the way, because, man, said need a big game from him. Here it does. Makes a great breakout, jumps up on the play, makes a good shot. Can't get rewarded.
And it's all for naught.
All
right, what are we doing? Let's drop the puck, please.
Clock, maybe.
All right, so you're going to lose this period now. It's only one, but I feel like I've said it's only one in a lot of Avs losses lately, and it hasn't mattered. I'll say this. Floor is low to have a better second. Floor is low to have a better period. Better 2 periods. Floor is very low. The Avs have now not scored a goal in, 105 minutes or so?
Yeah.
It's, you got to put a puck in the back of the net legally eventually. It was not a good period. The first minute was good. Then you played 16 minutes of garbage hockey, and then you had an okay 3 minutes, but then you were offside on your goal. It's just, I don't know. I can't even say anything about this because you watch this game, you watch this period, and you know the Avs are better than that. They just have to go out and play better. So hopefully they do. I don't know. I'm taking my intermission break. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. Hello. We're back. I mean, the good news is the only reason the Avs are losing is because they gave up a 5-on-3. They really didn't give up all that much to Calgary at 5-on-5. They just didn't do anything themselves either in the middle portion of the period. They had a good push after that penalty kill towards the end of the period, but obviously you guys all saw the goal get taken off the board, so what can you do? Individually, it's definitely a period of hockey. Your top guys are outrageously generating, and that's pretty much it. Everyone else is low event.
Oh,
Welcome back, E. Can the guy in your shirt do something? Huh?
what'd you say? Sorry.
I said can the guy in your shirt do something?
I know. Come on. Did they all go out last night? What the hell is going on? They got shit canned last night? Like, what's going on? What is happening? Man. Oh, God. That's water. I need coffee. Couldn't find anything upstairs. What did I miss on the chat?
I
Nuke needs to take the boys.
don't.
Do
Trading Middlestat for Marchand would make no sense for the Avs to do. Like, even if you're trying to move on from Middlestat, like, one, Marchand is not the player he was 2 years ago. He's significantly less impactful. And even if you feel like he's an improvement on Middlestat, he's not a center. So if you move Middlestat, great. Marchand, okay, even if you say he's a good player, you now don't have a 2C anymore.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's why this game's so awesome, because it's so frustrating. You know what I mean? There's times where everything is so good, and then there's times where everything is like stinks. Right now, for like 5 periods, it feels like it stinks. 5 periods, right? 5.
4.5, not even 4.5. It's 4 and change.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and I'm freezing. I'll put on the sweatshirt. Well, I can't get any, like, I mean, you got some point. You gotta, right? You gotta get a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. I get so mad. Like, and again, it's not about making a certain amount of money, but it's like you do make a lot of money. Like, go create something. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not hard. Then say go score 5 goals. I say go create something, you know?
That just hasn't
show a little
really
bit of
played the C in a while. Like, he did a little bit when he first broke into the league. And I don't subscribe to the idea that you want to take a top 15 scorer in the NHL and move his position. Like, you're setting a guy up for failure by doing that. it's the same reason everyone has a problem with Parker Kelly at the bottom of this lineup. It's because he's not really a center. The Avs just put him there and hope for the best, and it didn't work.
I don't know, but man, Finner 605 Finner Goose. Well, everything went wrong in the first, like
I mean, I don't know about everything.
Gets caught, flip the puck on the stands. I'm just saying at the start. Remember, it was like besides the first shot, like now let's see if we can make something happen here.
I will say this: the Avs had a goal taken away, and the calls are 3-0 in Calgary's favor. So they're gonna get a power play at some point.
At some point,
they got to take advantage when they get it.
Lumberyard. God, Parker Kelly just took a dig. That ice looks awful.
Probably is awful.
Oh, God.
All right. Let's go, Evs. Wake up and go the right direction a little bit.
That's interference?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I know.
If Gerard, if that's a whole
I hear you.
that's
do.
Interference. No, when your standards are soft, I don't mind it. I hate it, but when you start calling soft crap, it's everywhere. It's every shift, 2-3 times a shift.
Yeah, you could find something on every shift if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
Oh, a cheap one. Let's go.
Really?
Yep.
Kale?
Yeah.
No, tip Lecky? No? Lecky? No?
Kale's taking the handshake, but maybe it hit something on the way in. All right, who was 6 feet off sides this time?
No, there was a bird. There was a bird in the air, so they're gonna.
That's pretty.
Oh wow!
Pretty soft
bad
goal.
Play
Yeah.
by Hanley, bad play. That's 2 shots now that he's beaten in the last minute. So one didn't count, but this one counts.
Does it? I mean, the guy entered the zone with possession, but he entered backwards. All right, puck's down. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah, I remember that too. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
He hit a skate, though. Right? It hit a skate.
I mean, it's ref's discretion. If you enter backwards and you have possession, they're allowed to give it to you.
But he had it on the skate. I'd like to see it back.
Well, we all know the definition of possession in the NHL is made up and means whatever you want. So,
yeah. Well, as bad as it's been, it's 1-1. How's that?
Exactly.
So,
and that's a good way. That turnover you just made is not a good way to do anything, but it's a good way to get things back on track to start a period with something like that. Even if it is a soft goal from Wolf, but you take it.
The Lamborghini.
How many bag of Cheetos you got, Ryan? You might need a couple more.
Come on. Right back in this. Casey, I think, has given the puck on the red jersey 6 times already.
I mean, him, Shillington, and DeHaan, the puck management tonight has been not so hot.
Not very good. Oh.
Lost battle in your own zone here. Calgary gets a big extended shift. You do get him out of the zone at least, but the opposite of capitalizing on the momentum of your goal. The Avs have just immediately Calgary's pushing back. But maybe you can maybe you get another one here. Maybe you can create something since Calgary didn't really generate anything dangerous off that.
Oh, God. Bad bounce. Oh, too many men. No, yikes. Oof.
What's Kale's goal total at the end of the season?
What's he at right now? 20?
20.
35.
That's crazy.
Right now.
I think half of that is the answer. 27, maybe.
Boo. Boo-hoo. Come on, Jack Drury. Your dad used to play there.
I don't know if I'd call it a superstar play, but you got a goal out of your stars, so the depth's got to show up too now.
Buddy, there's some guys that honestly, like, listen, bring a little bit of passion. It's not hard.
Counterpoint, play with the puck in the slot for 3 seconds and don't get a shot on goal. Is Cale going to be considered greater than Bobby Orr when it's all said and done? He's going to have to play for a really long time to do that. But maybe.
I've said it. I said it last year, so I'm going to stick to it. The answer is yes. Look at this guy go. Dancing. Make a play. Oh. You're Wolfie.
It's just so hard to compare from era to era, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like, if Makar has a 120-point season, it's the greatest defensive season in 30 years. Whereas Bobby Orr scored 120 points like 5 times in his career or something.
This is a great shift, by the way. Just with
it
like
is.
Come on. Get to the inside. Get to the inside.
They tried, but couldn't connect. Oh, get in! It went in! I couldn't tell from Lucky's reaction if it went in or not.
Oh, yeah, that is in. After. Not. I think
Lucky put it in. Lucky put it in for sure, yeah.
I mean, I cheated because you yelled at, I knew it, but I think he hits the post, but that was Mac, right? And then.
Well, it like dribbles through Wolf, I think. Oh, no, you're right. It does hit the post, and Wolf reacts, but he can't close the pads on it behind him.
And then he tries to push too late, put his stick down.
And then we got Lecky really strong there. That's good stuff from Lecky to stay on his feet and get a stick on that while Romanov is pitchforking him.
What a shift by these dudes.
Yeah.
What a shift. That's a superstar shift. And just like that, you're up 2-1.
You're exactly right. That's hockey, baby.
But that's how good they are, right? Go. Just do it. No, there's a shift after a goal. Let's go.
Somebody's stick got exploded. Here. That's interference. LOC battling through it. Get another one. Who needs power plays?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, it's like, so it's 2-1. You don't.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking. I was just thinking that too.
Buddy, you're calling every softy little thing. I'm not saying puck in the stands. I get that. That's bad. I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? But come on.
Yeah. Yep.
Now every interference, like real interference call, you're not calling. Like, come on.
No, hitting the post and then the goalie does not count as a shot on net.
Oh God, Wolfie's not seeing it right now. He's rattled because
Yeah,
those two
he looks
beat him.
shaky.
Yeah, remember the one from Milinski didn't count, but then that's like
Yeah,
3 goals in 5 minutes.
yeah. I mean,
He's not seeing it. I love him. He's not seeing it right now.
I'm not too sure what he's supposed to do about that Lecky one. Like, that's a
No, no,
great
no, no.
shot
I'm
that
just
goes
saying,
post, but
no, I'm
you're
not blaming him for the
the
goal. Yeah, he's
Malinsky
just
one and the
not.
Kale one. He
Yeah,
does not react too
and
well. You're
even
right.
right there, the one that was sideways there, he got away with it. And it gets into your head too. You know you got beat 3 times in like 3-4 minutes. It's like, oh God.
Oh, and
Even
it's
though
no
one doesn't
surprise that
count.
it's Arturi Lekkinen that scores the greasy one, right? That's pretty
Yeah,
darn
grimy,
predictable.
grimy, grimy. Natchez was awesome on the wall there. Awesome on that goal on that play. Not on that play there, but I'm talking about the goal. He was awesome.
Good D.
Yep. Ooh. I like it. Like he's pissed. Effing rights, he says. Effing rights.
Got to keep that shooting percentage above 20 with ones like that one, Lecky.
Yes. This is the story of.
A girl?
What? 8 defensemen.
I don't even have the Ericism thing on this computer.
You got it? Where is it?
She doesn't have it, she's saying.
Oh.
Well, everyone else in the Central won tonight, so the Avs are allowed to win too, right? That's how it works. Thoughts on including Middlestat in a trade for Raquel and Grizz?
No, those are old players.
Is Raquel, I have not kept up with Raquel this year at all. Is he even doing anything?
He's got a couple years left on this deal, right?
Yeah, he's having a really good year. How much is it? It's like probably too much. Yeah, it's 3 more years at $5 million for a guy who's 32 or about to turn 32. I don't know. I don't think you can commit to a term that long.
I think Grizzly, you'll get that for nothing. I mean, it's just, what is he on, a 1-year deal, Grizzly?
Yeah,
you can get that for nothing. It's no
4th round pick or something, yeah.
If that, yeah.
Sure. I mean, he's having kind of a good year, but...
No, I like him. I like him a lot, the mayor of Charleston.
Yeah, that puck came out for sure.
Yep.
The other thing is, like, what is Pittsburgh going to do?
I don't know.
Because Dubas is not usually your typical GM when it comes to asset management. He likes to do weird stuff.
Yeah,
All right, someone other than your top line. Give them an insurance goal here, and then you're cruising. I have not liked Person in this game very much tonight.
No. They can't make the simple play. Remember pregame?
You're right. You're right.
Master the simple play. Like, I mean, honestly, like, if you do the simple things, it can lead you to the offensive zone. Then you put the working boots on, you go to work, and you create something out of nothing. You know what I mean? But if you're not doing the little things like a 10-foot pass, like, don't want to hear, oh, it's bad luck. The guy knocked it down. Then guess what? Don't let it get knocked down.
There you
I
go.
know what to tell you.
Here's the Avs power play.
Hey! Backy, too. Bax has got a penalty. It's their best PK.
Yeah.
Good dude right there, Ryan Hushka. Great, man.
I mean, like, the conversation has always been that, and this doesn't just apply to Middlestat. This should apply to every single player in your lineup. If you can trade him for a player that makes you better, you should probably do it. But it turns out it's really hard to do that because there are 31 other GMs in the league that are trying to get better, not worse.
No.
$7 from Allie, who says, is there a reason why you sugarcoat Mitzi so much? Just seems like you make a lot of excuses for him. I don't think we make a lot of excuses for him. I think a lot of people are too harsh on him. I think it's the opposite. Like, obviously, there's been a long stretch of hockey where Middlestat hasn't been good enough. And that, including that stretch of hockey, he's still on a 50-point pace this year, which is low. The Avs need him to be more on a 60-point pace. But how many players out there that are legitimately available and can play center are there that are better than Middlestat? Because, yeah, if you just don't listen to what's out there and you just say, well, I want Sidney Crosby, yeah, cool, me too. I would trade Middlestat for Sidney Crosby every day of the week. If Casey Middlestat was on an 80-point pace, I'd trade him for Sidney Crosby. But the reality is there just aren't that many guys out there that are going to give you better than what Middlestat has given you. People are expecting Middlestat to perform at a 1C level in the 2C spot. And he's performing as a pretty low-end 2C instead of a mid-end or really the Avs were hoping for a high-end 2C out of him, and they're getting a low-end. So there is some justified frustration there. But also there isn't this meltdown that Casey Middlestat is the worst 2C of all time that some people in the fan base are treating it like is just not accurate.
Hey, that's a penalty right there. That's a penalty. I don't care that he didn't mean to. No, you can't. You cannot throw that piece of stick there.
Nah, you're not wrong, but they didn't call it.
No, I know, but I'm telling you right now, then he throws his hands out. I didn't mean to. No, he did mean to. I would have done the same thing. But that's a penalty. Here's your 5-on-3.
They didn't call it,
mean?
buddy.
Like, come on. I know. That's what I mean. Like, come on. It's an easy call.
It's a pretty good power play. Unfortunately, McKinnon just is in love with his backhand pass bullshit again tonight.
Yeah.
Got a couple of decent chances. Obviously, it's not the goal you wanted, but at least that's not a power play that sucks the momentum out of you. The Avs should be able to continue building here, and they've turned this into a really good second period through 12 minutes of it.
Yeah. In case he doesn't get the good ice, always remember that. He doesn't get like all the best offensive zone face-offs and opportunities, and then the first power play. And trust me, it's hard. You're not getting the good ice. It's hard to produce at a 80-point pace. It's just hard. You gotta remember Kadri. Like, I'd like to go back. I remember Mac was hurt that year that's a penalty right there. You saw the replay there.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
I know it. You know it.
Yeah.
But they didn't call it.
It's an easy call. Like, it's an easy call.
Not the world we live in, buddy.
It's an easy call. God, that bothers me. Kadri, if you go back, I think that year he gets 80, but if I remember, Mac misses a lot of time that year, doesn't he? Like 10, 20 games, and then Nas has got all the good ice. And
I thought that was the year after.
Is that the year out? It's not the year before, because he was gone in 2022. I felt there was one year he got a lot of points because Mac wasn't there. He was getting all the cookies. Maybe I'm wrong again.
Yeah, no, Mac missed. You're right. Mac missed 15 games.
Yeah. So right there, you get, maybe Nas got 20 points in 15 games. It just, it pads your stats. It does.
Yep.
Still got to go and do it. That's not what I'm saying.
Would I trade Middlestat for Kadri performance-wise this year? Yes, but it's not that easy of a conversation, right? Because you're taking on a $7 million deal for, what, 4 more years? 5 more years with Kadri? So now you're having a conversation of, yeah, Kadri's better right now, but does that extra couple of $1 million impede your ability to sign Makar's next contract? Does it impede your ability to extend Jonathan Drouin? Everyone loves to make it so easy of doing these trades, but the context around them and the impact they have beyond just, oh, trade this guy for this guy makes it a lot harder.
Don't worry, E. Druin's gotcha. He's yapping at him.
He's having a chat with I think it was the linesman, not the ref, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's no chance Calgary would retain half on a contract that long. Also, why would Calgary trade him at all right now, to be honest? They're in a playoff spot. Oop, stick blew up. That's fortunate.
Okay.
Don't mind the decision to shoot, but the execution, that's going to be a no-no for E.
Yeah. I don't mind you shoot. You just can't shoot wide.
Yeah.
Can't. You give him a freebie. Guy has no stick. You get a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, and I'm not, again, I think you could put together a valid trade of Casey Middlestat with someone out there, and I could believe you that the Avs would be better. Go watch our show yesterday. If Casey Middlestat is involved in a trade with Ryan O'Reilly, I think there's a world where that makes the Colorado Avalanche better.
Oh, God, he got it. He got it.
The Avs, by the way, have given up freaking nothing in this period.
No. And again, that's what Blackwood was talking about the other day, remember?
Yep.
He's gotten used to it, you know what I mean? Like it's,
So smooth. Oh, did he shoot it straight out again? Yep. Avs going on a PK.
God, that ice was terrible. It's bad ice, man. It's just like the minus 40 outside. It's like you can tell it's chippy. You can tell it's snowy.
Yeah, that one's pretty clear too. Mac just flips that thing to the sun.
Yeah, it's not even close. Nate just is like looking away, like I don't want. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I want nothing to do with that.
God. God, I hate that rule. Oh, really? Really?
Okay, please kill this. You've had such a good period. Don't let this cost you. I mean, they clearly don't trust their decor at all. They're running the top pairing as their first penalty kill unit right now. Yeah, there's a lot of Cale Makar fans in Calgary, given that's where he's from, so. I actually don't think the Avs are too bad about the delay of games. They were leading the league in too many men's for a little while there, but all right. Ooh, get out of the zone and you're chilling, but just didn't bounce the right way there. Probably one good save here, and you're probably good. Or Calgary can clear it on themselves. I will also take that happily. Okay, that's a good kill. Solid. Okay.
I was gonna say you got to get after him.
Does he?
There you go. I don't mind that. I mean, the guy's 8 feet tall, but I like that he got involved. Listen, what does it do anything? It doesn't matter. It just shows that you're there for Mac, and the guy didn't mean to hit Mac. But
I mean, it's Miles Wood's third fight in 2 games.
This one is like hang tight. This guy's a monster. This guy's so big. I like it.
How? Let me see. That will once again set up Miles Wood to have more penalty minutes than time on ice tonight. Actually, I don't know. The penalties are probably wrong. Right now, they have a minor on Wood and Drury. So, but it does look like the Avs are going to get an extra 2 here, which is crazy. But
yeah. I know he does travel to him. I know.
I mean, you're probably looking for I don't know that you need to call it a big body necessarily, but the Avs are probably looking for a larger defenseman, a physically capable defenseman. Because you just can't play Keaton Middleton in the playoffs.
So what were the calls? Do we know?
I mean, it's fighting on Wood and however you say his name. And then it was saying an extra minor on Drury. No, they swapped it to Wood. So, yeah, it must be instigating.
Instigating's 2, 5, and 10, though. Is that what you got?
Is it? I don't think it is.
Give him roughing.
They gave him the extra 2, whatever it is. It just says minor on the website. So
Yeah, because I can't hear. So.
Okay, now it updated to roughing, so whatever. I mean, Wood got the extra 2 at the end of the day.
Another big PK, though. Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, Miles Wood having more penalty minutes than time on ice. I mean, at least that one's easy, all right? His nickname is already Wi-Fi. I don't have to even try with him.
Yeah, Montreal, you mean?
Yeah, Jack Eye is how they're saying it, I think.
Yeah, but they're not getting rid of him. I mean, you
I
would
know.
have to pay a price for that.
I know. There's no chance they're moving on from him.
No.
We talked about, again, go watch yesterday's pod. We talked about more than 20 Avs trade targets. Probably close to like 25.
Honestly, there's 3 minutes to go, whatever, in the second. What were the shots after the first period?
I think it was
Calgary
10,
had what, 12?
12 to 10, yeah. And that's a second shot. Of their 3 shots in this period, 2 have been on the power play.
Oh, I didn't like McKenzie there. God, he almost got caught.
He resealed it. He resealed it. It's fine.
There was a little hole. I could see a hole.
Ooh. Kelly that really wanted the face off on the other side there. I mean, LOC's face-off percentage against Kadri has to be spectacularly low, right? Kadri's pretty damn good in the dot. Hey, he won that one, though. All right. I mean, that's another great kill. You're not getting any help from the refs tonight, but you're doing your job.
Absolutely. That pair struggling.
Yeah, their puck management has been crazy bad. Ooh. Okay, it's a good little play.
Yeah, I don't mind. Shoot it. That was going wide, though.
I mean, I think LOC is more important to the Avs than Matt Calvert ever was. Not that, like, I know Matt Calvert was a heart and soul guy and everyone loved him and all of that, but especially towards the end there, his effectiveness was trending the wrong direction.
Wolfie's a good battler, man.
I just don't actually think they're going to trade Mason McTavish. Why would you trade a young kid on like that who's a great hard worker and on a rebuilding team? Like 100% makes sense of their future. If he's available, 100% I'm interested.
Oh yeah.
That dude is a younger Arturi Lehkonen with more skill and play center. Like, you would be all over. The Avs would get outbid, to be honest with you. Everyone in the league would be all over that.
I was going to say, that's 32 teams on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good play. Netchi just puts it right into the fucking logo.
Oh.
Wolf read it well, too, but...
Yeah. Is that Post Malone in his mask?
That was Post Malone, yeah.
See, I'm hip. I get it.
Sing a Post Malone song for us, CJ.
Post Malone. What's this famous one there?
What's his famous one there? I don't know.
There's one of them, like, I played on the radio everywhere. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, circles.
Sure.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah.
Turn it off before we get canceled, E.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can't do that. No, it sounds me singing. There was no words.
Uh-huh.
No. Something like that. Oh, is that...
I don't know how they got a penalty, but I'll take it.
Hit to the head, but let's see it.
Boys, if you guys have a problem with Casey Middlestat, Trevor Zegras is going to drive you crazy.
Whoa. Yikes. Yeah, whoa.
On a rate basis, Middlestat has outproduced Zegras significantly this year.
Yeah, woof. That's a woof. Here he is.
Come on. Get it here. Calgary hasn't capitalized. You guys can right here. Go up 2 into the third. You should be locked in. Is that Lecky? Just didn't get anything on that? No, it's Drouin, and his stick broke. Ugh. Careful here. Backside. Okay, got away with it. Lecky got a little lost defensively there.
The stick's just frozen right now. Like, what's going on? It's like been 38 broken sticks.
I mean, Zegras is like unbelievably talented player, incredibly creative, has a ton of skill. I don't want to talk down about him because he is talented and he's an NHLer, deserves to be, and could produce a lot. But oh baby,
who gets it?
McKinnon shot it. It definitely hit something. It looks like Nate just got a piece of it.
It looks like Nate just. Yeah.
But if you're talking about guys getting grimy and greasy, Trevor Zegras ain't that. Yeah, that's a beautiful tip. Huge goal. This is such a good period. I'm really glad to see this because it's what the Avs lacked the other night. You can play a bad period of hockey. It's how you respond to it. And the Avs just never had a response once it went off the cliff the other night. Tonight, did not play very well in the first, and now they come back and answer, and now somebody's hurt. Farabee? I just took something to the face. Okay, he's fine.
Puck.
I didn't see, to be honest. I just saw him lying on the ice. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, but it's not a penalty. He just fell over.
How's that? Where did he get hit in the face?
Sam's stick when he's fallen over, like the shaft of Gerard's stick, I catches him, but it's not a penalty. He's
on the ground. No,
yeah, exactly. Okay, I mean that period was awesome. The penalties weren't the only negative, to be honest with you. A couple of silly penalties, but the Avs gave up 3 shots on goal at 5-on-5.
Awesome.
They smoked this team. They get their power play goal. Perfect response to the first period, and now the Avs get to be in the driver's seat. We're taking our 10-minute intermission break. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, that was great.
All right. Well, here's a funny little story. So, God, I'm going to say early 2000s, playing for the New York Rangers, MSG, world's most famous arena, the blue shirts, Broadway. It doesn't get any better than that. I tell you, folks, it was so fun to play for the Rangers. What a unique experience. And anyway, so one of those nights, it's like a January night, and we were struggling as a team, the New York Rangers that year. We didn't fare too good. We had a very high payroll, a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure. We just couldn't just, it just couldn't come together as a team. And for me personally too, it was not a very good season. So I was struggling. I was trying to hang on. I was desperately trying to stay in the league. And anyway, one of those nights, I want to say it was Tampa Bay. And we had a tough night. The old pesky Rangers lost. I want to say it was 8-1. It was a drubbing. It was bad. We didn't touch the puck. It was awful. And same thing. When the game ends, obviously I was married, and my wife Jill of 25 years, was at the game. And so after the game at MSG, you got to walk a little bit and go towards the green room to pick up your family. At the time, we had no kids. And so anyway, I was just walking there, and I was really, really mad, to be honest with you. I didn't talk to anybody, just put my suit on and went down to the green room, picked up my wife and said, all right, let's go. Well, right, like I said, I didn't say a word. I just kind of nodded at her. We're out of here. And at MSG, it's a little complicated because it is, obviously in Manhattan, and then you have to go across the street, and then the parking garage is over there that the players use, and it's hard. It's complicated. It's like a valet system, and it takes forever. So again, that night was nothing different. It took forever to get the car. So you're talking a good 20, 25 minutes by the time I picked her up in the green room, walked all the way to the parking garage, got in the car. We lived in the city there, not too far from MSG. And, so there's a lot of traffic in New York City. If you've never been there, it's a little unique. It's a little crazy. So we hit a few lights, and finally my wife said, hey, honey, but at least you played well. And so I didn't say anything, and then I kind of looked at her, and I was like, what'd you say? She's like, well, I know you guys lost, and you're a team player, and I know you guys got killed, but hey, I thought you played really well, honey. And I looked at her, and I was in disbelief. And what I said to her after that, we still talk about it, like you're talking about 30 years later. But I looked at her and I said, honey, I was a healthy scratch. I was not dressed for this game. And that's why I was mad, because I was a healthy scratch. And her face was unbelievable. She felt so bad that she had no idea that I hadn't played, that was not dressed. But I tell you one thing, it was one of the best nights after that. We laughed, and that's what I needed. Just put things in perspective. And, I kind of left everything there at work. I didn't bring work home, and it was fun. And, we went out to eat, and I had a smile on my face, and that's exactly what the doctor had ordered. And but I tell you one thing, she won't live that one down, and she still doesn't. See, we're still talking about it. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. Love my wife, but at a hockey game, She had no idea. She never looked at anything. She never looked at what was going on. All she did was sit in the stands and talk with the other ladies and her friends and whoever was in town. And she never realized that I was never dressed.
Hello. How's life? I mean, we'll see with Richie, right? Like, we'll assess Richie next year. He's probably not ready to be a 2C next year. Hopefully, he's ready to be an NHLer next year, though. The Avs gave him every opportunity to earn it at the start of this season, and it was obvious that he was just not ready. So we'll see what happens when he comes into camp and comes into pregame or preseason and the actual season next year. I don't know. I don't know when the players are required to be there for the Four Nations. Like if they have a day or two, you'd think it'd be pretty easy for McCarr to fly back down to Calgary for a day and hang out with family or something. But
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure what the. Gotta be back east anyway, because right, it starts in Montreal. So teams are gonna meet back east.
I mean, I really just don't know with Richie. Like, it's hard to say, right? Because his time in the NHL made it very clear what he needed to work on. And, like, it's just you're not going to see the progress in the OHL. Like, I'm sure he's working on it. That's not what I'm saying. But he's just so offensively gifted in that league that it's easy for him. So it's hard to see the progress of him playing at NHL pace and reading the game defensively and understanding positional defense and things like that. So it's really going to be hard to judge until you see him at the pro level again, which in theory could be this year's playoffs, but I doubt it unless the Avs are very injured.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably could go play D1 starting next year if he wanted to.
Who's that?
Richie. But there's also a decent chance he's playing in the NHL next year. So
no, he can't. He can't play D1. He's signed an NHL deal.
Oh, you're right.
So
I didn't even think about that.
Effect,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, no, I know. That's still in effect. That's the one thing you can't. If you've signed, you can't play there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Probably not with the NIL shit. Like I don't know.
I mean, it's all made up bullshit. But
it's all so stupid. Whatever. All right.
Beckett Seneca is really fun, but Richie is very, very good. He's too good for that league on his own. Just play a good, solid period of hockey. You know Calgary's going to push down 2. They're going to come at you. So work hard and control it.
They will. Mackenzie's going to be a little bit more. Max got 3 assists tonight quietly.
I mean, the Preds are one of the worst teams in the NHL. The reason they would trade Ryan O'Reilly, like they could try and keep it together and run it back, but given how poorly it's gone, it would not shock anyone if they decided to blow that thing up.
No, last year they got away with it. Remember, they were
Yeah.
bad. Then all of a sudden they turned it around. There's no way this year. It's too far.
Yep.
No way.
I mean, if I was the Preds, I would say nothing is off the table. Obviously, you need to get the right offer or whatever, but everybody should be on the block on that team. All right. Make your lives easy here. Play some good quality hockey. Don't give Calgary any freebies. Like this. Good long little offensive zone shift. Chilling.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
One pass too many, Marty.
You know what? That's Pospisil there. He got Kale's pissed. I like it. He got Kale right in the jaw right before that.
Yeah, I saw it when they crunched him.
Kale was like, you got him right in the jaw. He was like, you know what? God, he timed himself right. But then that's what I'm saying. Pospisil, like, you know, I don't know. I'm going to refrain from talking. I don't mind what he did. I would have done the same thing if I'm Pospisil.
I defended Ryjo at the start of the season for a good long while. Like, people forget in the first 20, 25 games, Ryjo scored 10 goals. Like, his production was on the low side, but he was scoring goals. And then he fell off a cliff and he sucked, and the Avs did what they had to do. Like,
what a bad play there.
ooh, is that going to be icing? No. All right, cool. There you go. Avs winning battles. This is good to watch. Even if they're not
That's it, Drew.
doing everything perfect, this is a team playing with a lead that's making life very difficult for the other team to come back.
Heads up.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Ryjo, the player, did not work out in Colorado, but ultimately, how it was handled by the Avs, I really don't have a lot of a problem with. Like, yeah, you took a risk on him for a reasonably cheap contract, and it didn't work out. And then you're able to get yourself out of that contracts, and you went out and got Sean Walker alongside a first-round pick with him. So, like, did you overpay for Sean Walker? A little bit, maybe, but when you add in the dumping of Ryjo's contract, it evens out that value. And I really don't. People like to say how, was such a bad move by McFarland, and all in all, I don't think it was nearly as bad as people made it out to be.
No.
Kovalenko initially was playing great in San Jose, and then it fell off a little bit, as tends to happen.
But he's not there. God, I'll quiet down. I won't say anything.
3 points in his last 15-ish games. So
Yeah, it's not. They're everywhere in the league, guys like that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
My Lord. 26 years old. Not 18.
Yeah, I think both sides should be happy with that trade. Don't get me wrong. The Sharks get a younger player that can be a part of their lineup for the next handful of years. They also get other assets, and sure, Georgiev still sucks, whatever. The Avs get Blackwood, they're happy with that. I mean, Wood probably just got out of the box, right? Because he got 7 total minutes of penalties there. Yeah, Tatar cost the Avs nothing, right? He was even his contract was cheap, and they got an asset for moving him. Like, who cares on that?
Great
one?
business.
Yeah.
You give it a shot, it doesn't work. So what? And you move on, you get an asset. It was free. And you paid them under $1 million. Like what?
Yeah, the Avs have played well enough, like more than well enough in the second and so far the third. Like, that's what you want. You can't play a perfect 60 minutes. It's when you have a down stretch, you have to respond. They didn't do that the other night. They've done that really well tonight.
That's offset. Pardon me.
Does he look like McGuire? I feel like he's just also bald. Huska.
He's a lot taller.
Yeah, Wood, frankly, has not. The only time I've noticed him is when he's taken bad penalties since he's gotten back from that injury. He has not played particularly well. Offside? Okay. Really good first 6-7 minutes of the third there. You're probably going to see the turtle start to come out here, but that first 7 minutes was A1.
Oh yeah.
What would it take to get Ryan O'Reilly? I mean, who knows, man? It's hard to say. If you're giving him middle stat, probably not a ton more on that, like middle stat and a pick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the asking price would be there. I think it'd be more a conversation as well between Ryan and Nashville. Like,
Of course, like,
is this something you want to do? Even though
right.
Ryan has, I don't believe Ryan has protection, but the Avs go on stretches of like 15, 20 minutes where they give up like one shot. It's crazy. It's like all the time, too.
I get it's kind of the same as their offense right now. When it's really good, it's really good.
Yeah, I know.
But they struggle to have just solid stretches.
Weird. Sega. Bubba.
Would I do what would I think like all in price for Ryan O'Reilly straight up, Middlestat and Carolina's second.
I don't think you would have to throw in.
I mean, I think you could like what I would want is like Middlestat and like a fourth or something, but I don't know that would get Nashville to do it.
I think if you give up Middlestat, I think they do it. That's just
you think 1 for 1? You think so?
Yeah.
Thing is, I just don't think Middlestat is Barry Trotz's type of player.
No, I know. I'm not saying they would do it. I'm saying I don't think it would cost more than.
I mean, I'm down.
Player,
like,
you know.
I say yes tomorrow if they stay Middlestat for O'Reilly. I don't even think about it.
Oh God.
Nah, Blackwood had it all the way.
That's a tough play. Use Barsinen. God. Smothering.
Ooh. Dang. Really would have liked to see the Avs depth get one there. Turned it into a really good shift, but a goal would have felt nice for LOC.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you can get Ryan O'Reilly and keep Middlestat, you do it. Like, if that's on the table for a reasonable price.
It's a big dude. See, Sammy, that's a hold compared to the first period. That was a hold there. It just doesn't make sense, you know. That was more a hold, but you don't call it because it's 10 minutes to go.
The Calgary certainly can't be complaining about the whistles tonight. They've had, 6-2 in power plays and a goal taken away from the Avs. Like,
yeah. I think you can see there's a gap there between the two teams, you know what I mean? So, no offense to Connie's team there, but, you know, there's a gap between those two teams, you know.
There certainly has been tonight. Calgary had plenty of opportunity in the first to make the Avs' life a lot harder, and they didn't get it done. So the Avs thankfully showed up and punished them for it.
I mean, they were awful in the first, and look at the shots.
Hey, look.
Third, you know, whatever.
And now Calgary takes a dumb penalty. Very nice.
All right, make it pay here.
You score here, it's over. Yeah, I mean,
6-3, 6-4.
Way more of a hook than Gerard's hook.
I mean, just saying. That's a pitchfork. Jake Bean. Come on.
Who needs one? Get Drew. Get Drew a point. I think everybody else out there has a point. Get Drew one.
Bad shot. Natchez, you got to be in front. You got to take Wolfie's eyes away.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a Shane Wright truther, but I don't know that the Avs are the team to take that risk. Like, realistically, based on his play, Shane Wright isn't giving you anything more than Casey Middlestat. Probably giving you less than Casey Middlestat. If you believe in him, if you think he can be the guy that he was drafted to be, I understand. Like, I think he's better than he's shown so far in the NHL. But that's just not... When you're trying to win a cup, if you're taking a risk on a guy like that, you better be right about it. I'll put it to you that way. Also, I don't think Seattle's going to move him. They have plenty of other pieces they can move to leave room because Wright is supposed to be part of the future of that team. So, But if we're just talking hypothetically. Ooh, dang. Good chance. Wolf read it pretty well too. I do wonder with the Avs setup, like they're trying that thing with Mac out high for those seams now. And I think the forwards on the opposite side are getting a little bit too deep. You're extending the travel time of that pass just long enough that goalies are able to get across for it.
Yikes.
Ooh, was that offside? I'm close. I mean, that's another pretty good power play, and you scored one tonight, so I think you got to be pretty happy with how that unit has done.
Good save.
Yeah, only goals that haven't counted are getting scored on Wolf's Glove side tonight.
I know.
Hey, look, any good defenseman has to be a bit of a rat sometimes. Just ask E how many defensemen have wrapped him across the laces. I bet it's more than a few.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be soon, I think, JG. I've thought about it a couple of times. It's got to go pretty soon here.
I know. I thought about it today, actually. Mine.
Yeah.
Not yours, but I thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, the last 6, 7, 8 games, I think Middlestat has played a lot better. Even in some of those losses, I think he's put together good games. But at the end of the day, especially with the way the Avs have played of late, if you're not producing, does it matter? And he's produced okay. Like, I think it's 3 or 4 points in his last 7 games, which is okay. You need more than that, but it's okay. I hate mustaches, man. I really do. Like, I don't mind it until it grows out long enough that it starts getting in my mouth, and then it's got to go.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I'm too lazy to like groom it and put product in it or anything, so it just gets too long and then the mustache leaves. Oh, hello. Marty! A little Marty party?
Hey, was that Malinsky's pass again? Wow.
I think so.
That was a sick play. I mean, again, he had a sick outlet pass like that on the goal that got taken away.
Yeah,
Just play better.
of the bunch of bottom pairing guys, Malinsky has been the best of the three tonight. I think that's pretty clear.
Oh, that's a sick pass. He played pool, billiards growing up for sure.
Yeah, read the angle.
You see Natchez? He looks so nervous on that breakaway. Look at him, he's shaking.
The only thing shaking was Wolf's glove hand, buddy.
Yikes. That was dirty. Oh.
1.21 gigawatts. Marty just had his stick snapped in half.
Oh, God.
All right. We got 7 minutes of hat trick watch for Natchez. Did I put that bet in a game too early?
God. I felt it lately, too. Remember? I was like,
same. You said it on the crystal ball, and I was like,
I'm talking about the Hattie. Then I'm like, you know what? I should tell you to put $100 on it for me. And then think about it. I'm gonna bite myself here. I swear, if he gets it, I'll be mad. Don't get it. It's all about me, not you, Natchez. Sam's got a smile back on his face. All right.
Yeah, I bet.
What a pass. That puck is not settling, man. Look at that. It's crazy.
There have been a lot of broken sticks this game. Good call.
The Lamborghini. Oh, God. You're killing me.
You're jumpy, buddy. They can play it fast and loose with the puck when they're up 4-1 with 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left. Yeah, that's what I said, Jamie. I said if things go well, if he shows up in the playoffs and plays well, just give him Mikko's deal. 6 at 925 on July 1 for Marty.
God, he's a good player. Oh, God. We didn't even get a first-round pick. Yeah, no shit. That's it. Yep. My Lord. People.
I mean, who knows? Who knows what tomorrow night looks like? The Avs have been very good on Sagabapas historically. They should probably be a little bit mad at themselves for what happened against Edmonton last time.
Yeah.
And the one guy... Go ahead.
Not even like Parsonen's forecheck there in the last shift.
Nah, he hasn't been all good all night. He was kind of boy.
Come on, man. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the one guy who hasn't really had a huge workload tonight is Blackwood, so you're going to need him to come up big tomorrow for you.
Yep. Oh. Shelley tripped on the line. Oh, he's out for the year.
The thing is, the Nate facilitating thing is actually kind of an illusion. It's absolutely true on the power play. He's shooting way, way less on the power play. But at 5-on-5, he's really not shooting any less than he always does.
No, he likes the backhand sauce on the power play now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Look at this guy go, don't score!
Nope.
Thank God he's listening.
Shoot it, Nate. Just Just shoot it and hope for the best.
Please don't shoot it. I'm going to be mad at myself.
You know they're going to look for him, too.
Oh, God.
Fair, we didn't think that was icing.
I didn't think so either. I thought he beat him. Kale's laughing, too. He knows.
Yeah.
That's icing. That's not icing. Yeah. Oh, that was close. That was close.
I mean, if you're basing it on play, I think you have to bench Wood or Kelly when Nuke gets back.
Well, Kelly's been so good on the PK, man.
I agree. Kelly's been great defensively. There's just been no offense there. And if it were me, it would be Wood if it were me. But, you know, Bednar has his safety blankets, so. Ooh, good hustle there. Come on, Sammy. Get your goal back.
Sam had a good game.
Not a good first, but a good game.
Oh, no. No,
Shillington
and...
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm talking about. Shillington and DeHaan, not so good at games. I mean, I just don't know. Like, Wood is a hard guy to ship out in a trade because he's just not going to have a whole lot of value with that many years left on a deal for a bottom six guy, right? They may move him out, but it's probably more of like a cap dumpy situation than it is actually trading him for value. McCarr's 25, right? Or did he just turn 26?
I think Cal's 26.
Yeah, he is 26 now. Yeah, I mean, McCarr will be here for another decade if he wants to be. When time comes to sign him, it's a literal blank check for 8 years. That's McCarr's next contract. Just write in whatever number he wants.
All right.
Wait till you get even older, Bearded, and then everyone in the NHL is younger than you. It's been hitting me the last couple of years. Wow, that was a little squirrely, but it's fine.
That puck is bouncing, man. Oh, my God. Good save there.
Yep. Yeah, look, based on merit, I mean, actually, really, if we're serious about this, should it be Kivy that's sitting?
No, Kivy, I mean, I don't know. But I get it. Bedsy just loves his reliable, like, factor. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I like it. Oh, I like it. Right now they're pissy. I like it. Who's that? The big fella's yapping because there's no one there to answer back to him.
Nope.
Yikes, that was a bad draw. Wow.
Ooh, that's a cheapie. Not that it matters, but all right. Pull the goalie and get H's out there for the Hattie. Let's go.
Shoot. Randy had 4 too. Right now he's bang on.
I had 4-3, so maybe they need to score one more.
He was leaning.
Yeah.
You see his left pads on the outside there. You know what I mean? It's like below the goal line. He got lost where he was. He lost track of where he was.
I don't care. If you're going to give up a soft goal, do it in a game you're up 3 with less than 2 minutes to go. Okay? That's the time to do it.
Right now, do not give it to Marty Party. I will punch myself out if he scores.
He's out there, buddy, so buckle up.
No.
Goalie's coming right now.
He did it on purpose there. He didn't get it out there because he knew the goalie was going to come out. He's like, okay, now I'm clear.
Kale just snipes it. Oh, he missed.
So,
I would expect Blackwood to play tomorrow, yes.
yes. What time is it?
7 again, I think.
No, over there it's 9:41, so all games over 10. They'll be in bed by 12:30.
I mean, they're west, right? They're not mountain.
Same. No, they're same as
They're
Denver.
same? I
Yeah.
thought they were Pacific.
Nope. Same as Denver. The only thing, Edmonton's airport is freaking far. From
Yeah.
Calgary. Or else they'd be in bed before that.
Okay, run the clock, Bob. These face-offs don't gotta be perfect out here. That is true. The Avs have done a good job lately of making E pay up on his bets.
We gotta figure that Speedo thing out. Jesus.
I told him we'd do it in the summer. Oh, give it back to him. Marty does not want this hat trick so badly, dude. He's trying to help Eric.
Yeah, he's listening. I got the Whisper 2000 in his ear right now. The Whisper 2000. I'm like, buddy, do not score. We forgot to bet the hat trick. That would have been so nasty.
Bank shot? Nope.
Almost killed the linesman. Somebody call timeout? No, you gotta be kidding me.
Calgary did indeed call timeout. Just to rest Marty up to
Ask
get
him.
that Hattie. It's to rest Marty up.
God. Marty, get off. You have a bad skate right now. Benzi's like, win it. Give it to Marty Party.
All right. You escaped this time, E. Avs take the dub, chat. It's a 4-2 final. We'll break it all down for you in the post game, talking about our feelings, good, bad, or otherwise. Honestly, it's pretty good. I feel pretty good about this one. So come join the post game. We'll see you there in maybe 15 minutes. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
We all silly like the mayor.